Okay, 6th grade. So then I said I was going to make you another video about how you can reduce your fractions a little bit differently when you're multiplying them. So if I wanted to do this a little bit differently, I could do the reducing before I do the multiplying. And that way, I would know right away what my smallest number could be. And so to do that, you need to cross cancel, which means you go across kind of like a bingo card, right? If you had a diagonal bingo and you started at the bottom of the B's and you went to the top of the O's, right? So we could cross cancel. So if I look at these two numbers, because they're across from each other, and I look at these two numbers, right? Let's start with the blue arrow. So if I'm looking at 2 and I'm looking at 8, what would be the greatest common factor that goes into both of those, right? So we know 1 goes into both 2 and 8, and we know 2 goes into both 2 and 8. Now if I picked something bigger, let's say I picked 8, can 8 go evenly into 2? No, it's too big. But I know that 2 goes into both 2 and 8. So if I was going to reduce both these numbers by 2, that's the one I'm going to choose, 2, okay? So that means 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So I reduced those numbers down, going by their greatest common factor. Okay? What if I wanted to do this on the green part? 3 and 3. Well, 3 goes into 3 one time, right? 3 goes into this 3 one time, right? If we take it 3 divided by 3, that's 1, right? So if I divide 3 by 3, I can cancel that out and just say it's a 1. If I divide this 3 by 3, that is also a 1. So the numbers that I'm left with then, 1, 1, 1, and 4. So now I would still multiply the same way, right? 1, we go across. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. So my answer is 1/4. Now this is the exact same problem we just did in that other video. But instead I chose to cancel right away and make my fractions as small as they could be by going across diagonally looking at the two fractions. So if you want to do it that way, it might save you a little bit of time, but you can find the exact same answer if you were to do things like I showed you in the first video, where you multiply first and then you reduce. So that's a little bit confusing. I used a lot of colors and a lot of different drawings. So if that gets confusing to you, you can send me a message and I can chat with you on Teams about that and we'll figure it out, okay? So just showing you two different ways that you can do the multiplying. All right, good luck.